Okay, so today is Wednesday, January the 5th, 2022. Temperature 98.1, blood pressure 78, 88, oximeter. Fluctuate a little bit, 78, 88 while she's sleeping, and then 83, 92. But these are pretty much the numbers way past her breathing treatment since 8 o'clock in the morning. The I wrote it wrong way. That's the oximeter number. The blood pressure is 105, 63, 80. So it's backward here. Anyway, I just received, let's see, approximately about 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m. I received a call from the lady named Emily Amadi, Ahmadi. It's a third party working for Dr. Kazimi, which was trained cardiologist or the heart doctor. I think that's easy to say. Here's the important information. Emily Amadi from Health Niya, that's one word, partners. She claimed that she is a third party working for Dr. Sapidi Kazimi. She is trained heart doctor. However, in the last visit on October, sometime in October, I have to look at the calendar in 2021, she stormed out and told us that she was no longer wants to be trained doctor because we was actually pressured to give Trang the stress test, the nuclear. And out of nowhere, this lady called and say that she actually working with this Dr. Kazimi, Stapida Kazimi. I think that's how we spell her name. I have to look at the card. In Irvine, okay. She's this Emily Amadi here say that she received a list of patient from Dr. Kazimi that particular list of patient is qualified for the blood pressure monitor. I asked how much does it cost. She said, well, no, it doesn't cost us anything. It's a Medicare program that started about 1.5 years ago, and it's provide the free qualified high blood pressure to the patient. So every day when I monitor it, it will send directly to Dr. Kazimi. Isn't it interesting? Now, I say, when did they send you the list? And she said about a few days, about 7 days ago. But I said, Dr. Kazimi is no longer trained doctor, And then she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, yeah, because on that visit, I think it's October 28th, she said, I had to look at the calendar. I don't remember the exact date, but sometime in October, she actually refused to continue to serve as trained. For the fact is that I was pressured to give Tran a stress test, nuclear, and I asked her, well, if the clients stop breathing, what did you do? And then she said, well, we have oxygen here that we can do. And I said, how often do they stop breathing? And she said, well, actually, pretty much all the time. And I say, well, what about the Advanced Healthcare Directive? It's saying, no prolonged life. So will you still do the oxygen? She said, well, we just follow whatever on the Advanced Health Directive, And I say, hell no. Especially this kind of test. However, this is how she gave me the speech. Because of the pandemic, this program just started by Medicare recently, provided by Medicare, and the program started about 1.5 years ago. Is to provide the free high blood pressure. This is a Medicare program here. And this particular high blood pressure medical device will give the reading to the doctor directly every day as I took the test for her, as I monitor her. And she's also, and I asked her, well, how many people on your list of patients? And she said, well, we can tell you that as confidential. And I said, well, you know what? Thank you so much. But since Dr. Kazimi is no longer a trained doctor, there's no need for us to have a blood pressure monitor from her, order from her, because the result sending from her, what's the point when she's not trained doctor? So the lady Emily here is very polite, and she said, well, thank you. You have a choice. It's a free country. You don't have to take it. That's what she say. Uh, so basically, I thought, what kind of weird, out of nowhere. Suddenly she got a free high blood pressure from a doctor that is no longer want to treat us. And but yet want to read the this particular device, gonna read I guess the reading number every day. Um, and the reason is, she say that because the doctor office is so busy, so they cannot really give it to everybody, and that's why she's coming in as a third party contract. Okay, it sounds to me like you know what? I guess the healthcare agent would know what that means. I wouldn't say it out. But it's not a memo to be typed. Anyway, I'm cooking the chicken for us right now while she's still resting. But I thought it's interesting. Let me see if I can get the phone number here.